Holy fucking shit, dude.
Oh, my God.
Welcome to episode 52.
Oh, my God.
Just a classic Shane and Matt. Fantastic.
Didn't get enough likes, that poster.
What? I don't engage.
I just looked at it.
I don't engage in Facebook whatsoever, dude.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. I'm talking about, like, I used to write statuses, and it ruins my day. Because if I write a status,
look at that, dude.
It's a nice fucking poster.
It's fucking Luke
poster
Strickler,
for the live, poster
Luke
for the live
Strickler
cast.
designed a poster for the live podcast, November 22nd at Helium. It's really nice.
Yeah, I don't, dude. When I write statuses, it ruins my day. Because now I have this weird anxiety throughout the day of, like, is it going to get likes? How is it perceived?
Yeah, I mean, I stopped a long time ago trying to write, like, jokes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, if I try to write something funny on there, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. But even just like, interacting on Facebook, it's a weird... it's weird as fuck.
Here's a psychotic thing I did the other night. I was on Instagram, and I see people that I follow.
Uh-huh.
And then you can click who they're following and see if they follow you. And I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Seeing who didn't follow you?
Yeah, who I've been following. And I was like, fuck them. Unfollow. They suck.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That I really, like, because when that all first came out, I'm like, this is great. People can all talk and, like, share their thoughts. And I'm like, yeah, we should probably keep them to ourselves, I think. We shouldn't have our thoughts just intermingling in, like, a public space 24/7.
No. God, no.
And there should be, like,
as we record a podcast of our thoughts.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it's
yeah.
different than being sitting there and being like, this is what and just writing it out, and it's like, boom, now like 1,000 people see it. And
is there anything worse than writing a, like, spur of the moment thing you thought was funny?
Yeah.
And getting like 3 likes and being
I delete
Jesus
them. I
Christ.
check when I will do
it's
it.
5 minutes without a like, I'm deleting it.
I delete it right away.
Yeah.
I pretty much delete now. If I put a Facebook status up, its rate of survival is like 10%.
Yeah,
I get 4 minutes into it, I get this weird feeling. I go, fuck this, and I delete it.
that poster I put up is at like 20 likes.
You want to delete
in
it,
40
dude?
minutes. 20 likes in 40 minutes is not good. Whatever.
It's funny too, though, that like the number of likes it's getting is enacting the part of your body that's like a tiger's in your basement. You're like, oh fuck, oh man, something's going bad. This is horrible.
It's but I think this is a bad time to post it.
Why?
Like before noon during the week. Everyone's at work.
True. I mean, the whole point of it is
It's a bad time.
Yeah, but the whole point is to put it out for the people who are going to see it.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
But yeah, this is our. Sorry, we're a little late on this. We tried to record one yesterday.
Yeah.
We ended up just rambling about some fucking local comedy dumb shit
This bullshit.
we shouldn't have.
It's a couple of fucking white Don Lemons, dude.
Yeah,
Just being
dude,
like, I'll tell you what the problem is.
Yeah, we're gonna hopefully avoid that on this one. But
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
No.
I was thinking about that today or last night. How it is funny to think that like there's a bunch of Philadelphia comedy podcasts who just kind of like volley at each other through their podcasts that only they listen to. And it's like, I'll tell you fucking what.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not going to mention them, but
Yeah, they know who it is.
Like the 20 of people who listen to it. I'm like, okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. It is funny to think about how big of a deal it is, and then like the Nasdaq's ticking on as usual, and people are like, "Oh my god, I have to fucking this is gonna be fucking huge."
It doesn't fucking matter one bit.
You find out you can't go to like a bar for 6 months. You're like, "Oh fuck, the shit has hit the fan." It's like, not really.
Yeah, it's just it's pointless.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. And there are things that I thought, like anything, it's like you think it's a big deal. Mm-hmm. And then a fucking day goes by and you're like, oh yeah, who cares?
Exactly. Or you look
Doesn't
down
matter.
from the heights that you fucking occupy, and you're like,
soaring heights.
everything looks like just like ants and stuff, and you're like, what's going on?
What
Why
are
is
these ants fighting
What's
about?
this scramble down here? You're like, interesting.
I should step on both of them. Or I'll spare them.
Yeah.
I pardon them.
Dude, I think I told you this. My mom has taken in her older aunt. So like my great aunt lives with my parents.
Yeah, I think you mentioned this.
And she thinks she's like, my mom moved
She's
her
Irish,
out,
right?
Yeah, old Irish lady.
Yeah.
My mom moved her out of her place, and like coins went missing. Because like my mom's like, here's all of your stuff. And the lady was like, I'm missing some coins. My mom's like, no, Aunt Mary, you're definitely not. She's like, I know it, Mary. You stole them, Mary Ellen. My mom's like, I didn't steal your coins. So then she took out.
Stole the coins.
She ran on the bank. The lady, my great aunt, took all of her money out of the bank. Or like a big deposit or whatever. I think she probably has way more. She's been working since she was like 10, and she was born in like 1910. But she took $800 out of the bank and just squirreled it. and then she lost it, so she doesn't know where it is. So there's $800 floating around in my parents' house somewhere. So I've been fucking flipping
That's
cushions.
awesome, dude.
I've been flipping cushions, dude.
It's
I
like
want
the
to find
Goonies.
it.
You got a little fucking hidden treasure in there from your dumb Irish fucking great aunt.
That's how she talks.
What do you mean?
Like, whenever we come in, she'll be like, which one is this? Is this Billy? And I'm like, no, it's Matt. And she's like, oh, you're so handsome, Billy. And I'm like, it's all right, whatever, Amber.
Who's more handsome, you or Billy?
Billy's jacked, man.
Yeah, I think you're more handsome, though. Billy's got a weird head.
Billy's gonna fucking fight you, dude.
Billy's got a weird shaped head.
He's gonna fucking fight you.
It looks like the number 8. It's like big, and then it sucks in the middle.
He's gonna fucking fight you.
Billy's gonna beat your ass.
Billy's
dude.
hot, though. But if I was a girl...
No, Billy's a man.
I would think Billy's hotter. Just because, like, he's more steadily employed. He's stronger.
He drives a big rig, dude. He's
drives a
pushing
big rig, dude.
Big boy toy every day.
He's got a wide... He claims to have a wide 7. That's what he claims to be working with.
Really?
That's what he claims, dude. So... we'll see.
I take his word for it.
He's probably, you know...
If you're coming out claiming a wide 7...
Yeah. Then maybe he didn't claim as much width. Maybe I'm adding that just in my own kind of judgment.
Someone's going to take a look at your dong if you're constantly...
Yeah, his fucking bitch will check it out. She calls bitch right now.
Say me and him are at a urinal.
Yeah.
If I'm hanging out with him enough.
Yeah, but he's flash.
Like, I got a wide 7.
He'd be flash. And again, I might have been adding the wide part. Though I think he said his width is pretty nice. But, so, you know. Just breaking down. I'm just breaking down my brother.
Your brother's dick.
I want to get all my brothers together, dude. Just settle it once and for all. Dick off, yeah.
That sounds terrible.
That would be pretty cool. You have to get everyone to max hardness, and then
you and your brothers
see where we
all
stand.
Rock hard.
And my dad, yeah.
And your pops.
Get my dad. My dad would facilitate the whole thing.
Well, at Thanksgiving, spike all their fucking drinks with some Viagra.
That'd be nice.
See who's bulging.
All right, that's a good idea.
See who's got the hardest.
We'll go down to the basement, dude, and fucking. My dad has those like headlamp things. We'll put them on. Just fucking check out our birds in the dark.
So give everyone Viagra. Buy a trough. You know what I mean, like a trough urinal. You got it.
It'd be nice to darken the room and have a spotlight. And like stepping into the spotlight is Tom coming in at. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, look at this fucking bird!" And you all just stand side by side.
That's tough.
Here comes the Fed. My brother Kevin comes in.
Have you ever pee in a trough? You know,
yeah,
dude. Notre Dame Stadium used to have troughs.
Just troughs, dude.
So, especially when you're a little kid, you're just at complete dick level with everyone.
I told you.
I remember that.
I thought my fucking dick was huge when I was little.
Really?
I just assumed I had a big dick. I was like, I'm fucking cool. I probably have a big dick.
It's great confidence.
Yeah, I mean, it was misguided, but yeah.
It's great confidence.
It was misguided.
No, I had a strong feeling where my dong stood the entire time. I was like, this is all right. This isn't great.
So my aunt now, she left the $800 somewhere. She lost it. If she even took it out, who the fuck knows? She's kind of losing it. But she walks by my mom now and like brushes her shoulder. Literally, we'll like in her house, we'll walk by her and just be like, bitch. And walk, dude. It's so fucking funny. She'll walk by her and go, creep. And like go past her.
Because she's Irish, dude. She's a scumbag.
She's walking through the fucking. She's walking through like the 5 points in Gangs in New York right now in her head.
She's
just
a fucking
like,
dead rabbit.
Skunk.
Oh my god, dude.
But she's convinced my mom stole from her.
I was reading about the Irish last night.
What about them?
Late last night, about 3 a.m., I was in this room just reading about the Irish on the railroad.
What were they doing?
Well, I watched, and this is a rough one, but I watched the show Blackish. I sent you the link to that. Did you watch that?
Oh, yeah, I didn't see it, no. What is it?
Just like fucking excruciating.
What is it, like, we built this?
Yes.
I saw the title of it.
Oh, my God, dude. So the cast of Blackish, which is, what's his name, Anthony Anderson?
Yeah. The guy who was in Me, Myself, and Irene.
The guy who was in, like, White Castle that was like, we gonna burn this motherfucker down.
Yeah,
He's like, I come in the sauce. Like, that guy.
Yeah.
And Morpheus. He's in it.
Lawrence Fishburne's in it?
Yeah.
Father of Montana?
Yes.
Ooh, boy.
And this pretty light-skinned chick that kind of looks like... She's pretty white-looking. Okay. Anyway. So it's 3 famous millionaire actors. And the entire cast, they opened this season with a play, like Hamilton style, about slavery. And the black experience in America. Is how they opened this show on ABC.
Is it like a comedy kind of, like a sitcom?
It's supposed to be a sitcom, but it's serious. Like, they have episodes where it's like... They have episodes where they need to sit down and talk to their kids about the police. And how the police are killing all of their people.
Yeah. And,
like, it just fucking, like... I don't know.
How was the thing? What was the thing like?
Well, it was like Hamilton, so it was like rap, historical rap.
Nice.
And this one opened with like Anthony Anderson like sweeping in a slave quarters, and he's like, "I'm tired now." Like, all this shit was crazy.
Oh,
and
man.
Like they were like, well, and the little kids were like, "What did we build?" And he was like, "The railroads and Wall Street, White House and Chapel Hill." It was just like, damn, dude, you guys are claiming all that? That's a fucking tough claim.
Slaves built the railroads?
They helped for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm a fucking racist, so I was like, I'm gonna fact check this a little bit to
what came up?
Did slaves really?
So
build?
that's what you're doing, reading at 3 a.m. reading about the Irish.
Well, I was like, I think it'd be funny to make a parody of that with the Irish and do the exact same thing in like a fucking shitty quarters, like.
Yeah.
What else did we build? Like, well, pretty much everything on the East Coast, actually. Like,
then Anthony Anderson comes out and is like, "No, you didn't."
And then he ends. The funniest is he ends the one scene with like, he rips his vest off, and underneath it he's wearing a shirt that's like, "I am my ancestors' wildest dreams." And he does that thing where like everybody's frozen because it's the end of a scene in a musical. Mm-hmm. And he like stands there with his shirt. And he's like breathing hard, staring into the light, like, and it just says, "I am my ancestors' wildest dreams." It was just fucking like.
Do you think black people deal with like extreme low self-esteem because of slavery?
Maybe.
You know, they're like, in the history, it's like, yeah, and you guys got captured and kind of were bitched for like 200 years.
But again,
and then like 200 years later, you're just like, what the fuck,
again?
Dude?
And this is the worst part because every racist is always like, yeah, well, what about the Irish or whatever you are? Like, let's say you're Italian, they're like, people were mean to us too.
Yeah,
and it's
not
like
really,
not as mean.
Yeah,
but still,
yeah,
it's correct.
Yeah. Who was it? As I know,
it is correct to say that people in Ireland, the British committed a genocide, basically, against the Irish, basically throughout history. Mm-hmm. And then they came to America, suffered from poverty and disease, and had to immediately join the fucking Civil War. Like, all this shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, just because your history wasn't as bad as theirs, you're not allowed to fucking be like, well, yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
It's like, you guys built the railroad? I thought that was, we were there.
Yeah.
But we're not allowed to be like, we helped. It's a weird thing.
It is weird. It is weird too to be like slaves built this entire country. It's like,
oh yeah,
that'd be like if 100 years from now. I mean, this might be a bad parallel. That'd be like 100 years from now to be like union laborers to be like, we built this country. It's like, you guys didn't really per se.
Well,
you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. I mean, it sucks as you're getting paid. That's a big difference. If you're enslaved into building a bunch of stuff.
If you're getting $3 an hour and you live and you owe the factory $4 every day, you're a fucking slave.
Yeah, that's true. It's just that is a weird thing to where it's like, all right, yeah, man. I mean, it's weird to think that like now everyone has to kind of sit here and be like, kind of tap their fingers on their thighs like, yeah, there were slaves.
Yeah.
Be like, I don't know what to do about it, but
yeah, it's like, you know how we were there and you guys were there? It's like, you didn't fucking build shit.
Yeah.
Anthony Anderson, you're a fucking actor.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
like 5 millionaires on stage being like, I'm a slave. It's like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. There's something fucking... I definitely understand why people like it. Mm-hmm. And it is obviously important to talk about history.
Yeah.
But there's something fucking bad about it.
Oh, well, you're saying it's something...
ABC is profiting off of it.
Oh, my God. They're crushing it, dude.
And like they're like, you know how we should start this season of our sitcom? How about a slave musical?
Did it have anything to do with...
It has nothing to do with the show at all.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's just...
Although I guess the show is about the black experience.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's just, that's hot right now, dude.
Yeah,
to be like racial injustice. And if you can really crank up like the fucking racial guilt, dude, your show is crushing it.
They made it sound like it was the whole country. I mean, they were talking about the White House and things like that. So it was... they were talking... Oh, yeah, and this was another one that was good. It's like, Wall Street, we built that. So Wall Street.
Like the building.
And then it's like, oh, so wait, they're saying they built, like, all the banks and all that, like, Wall Street? Like, they built the stock, like, all this? And it's like, turns out they built the literal wall they helped build the wall that Wall Street's named after.
Okay.
So not anything to do with the buildings and shit. The original wall in like the Dutch settlement in like the 17th century. Because that's what it's named for. They built a wall to like keep out Indians.
So they helped build like the Trump. They built the original Trump wall.
The Trump wall in Manhattan. They piled a bunch of rocks to keep out the savages.
It is funny whenever you kind of like look below the veneer that like Hollywood puts up. It's never nice. It's always like, oh, that's kind of mean.
It's like what happened in fucking when I looked up Hidden Figures.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, there's something about this that seems weird about NASA.
Well, yeah, now you're equipped with this knowledge that you're
and then now I'm a fucking psycho where I got to go out and be like, hey, you know, in Hidden Figures, when the major plot line is that there's a coloreds-only bathroom and whites-only bathroom at NASA.
Yeah.
And Kevin Costner breaks it down with a sledgehammer and is like,
sick scene.
We're all scientists here. It's like, yeah, that didn't happen. They never left the building to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, man, that's wild.
It's just weird.
Yeah, I mean, it just dramatic, you know, it makes like, it is, it's interesting to take history. It's like one thing to take a story and, you know, dramatize it, but to take history and be like, we're going to tinker a little bit. It's like, that is kind of weird.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
and then you got to sit there and be like, wow, slaves raised our kids and built the entire country.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. We should be better. It's like,
yeah, but that probably comes from like, I mean, I guess it's not shitty to say. Like, if you have a job, any job, the employees are always being like, I do all the work here. It's like, there's probably a lot more to, you know. And it's unjustifiable. Exactly.
Yeah, there was a line in it also that was like, when they were listing shit they built, the one kid was like, the pyramids. And this grandma was like, no, that was our Hebrew brothers.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was written by a Jew, dude. Like a Jew was like, we are slaves as well.
You try to link the tribes, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it was...
That's funny.
And then we looked at... right when I got on Facebook, we took a break, and the first thing I saw was like a political cartoon this one black comic wrote or posted, and he's a black conspiracy theorist all day.
That's sick.
But he posted this political cartoon of like a black fist crushing a rainbow flag, and it was like, black people hating gays for being gay is just as bad as white people hating blacks for being black. And he was like, I'm confused by this. How the fuck does this make sense? And then the first comment was this black chick that was like, it's bigotry. What are you not getting about this? And he was like, I know one thing. I didn't choose to be black. It's like, oh, baby. And then like the next, in a few comments, it was like, soy. Soy's making us fucking gay.
Oh, my God. Back then, you're an old man, dude. You come home, you're stressed, you see the dog, you go, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're the one.
I'm giving this thing a
you and my wife. Someone's
that was the point of dogs for a long time.
Yeah, the woman would buy a dog and be like, huh? Look at this punching bag.
Oh, the dog chewed a sock. What about this, dude? Fuck you. Fuck you. You whore. And the lady's just like, yeah, I'm great. Yeah.
It's like, I know you emailed that fucking doctor. It's the golden retriever. Yeah, that's... wonderful stuff.
Yeah, they're just there to like clean up scraps in the kitchen and just absorb booted kicks. Just fucking like. Poof.
Now that I have a dog, kind of.
Yeah.
I do. But it's like.
Get a couple good ones in on it?
No, it's like. Now I'm like really. Like. If I see an animal die or something, I'm like, man.
Yeah, it'll bum you
out. You
have
a lot more compassion about it and empathy. Like.
Yeah, I love my dog. I have 2 dogs. I love them, but dude, it's like they got a line.
You still fucking rough them up
I smack their butts, dude. If they're bad, I'll smack their butts.
You strangled that dog in front of me.
Who?
No, man, you grabbed Tildy by her neck, and she like by the back. of her
by
neck.
her scruff. Yeah. Well, I got fucked up from Caesar Milan.
And it yelped, and I was just. Whoa.
I got fucked up from Caesar Milan because like I would watch his show, and when I had the Akita when I was married, in my head I was just like, all right, so I can like hit them, but I have to pretend I'm a wolf while I do it. And I was like, perfect. And I would be like, oh, the fucking bed, and like punch them out. I would try to simulate like dog violence on my dog.
This dog that Caitlin has needs some violence.
Dude, I'm saying,
little fucking punk. Dude.
My dog, Brittany's dog, who's my dog now, chewed up that HDMI cord, and I smacked her fucking ass pretty hard.
Yeah,
she didn't chew up anything ever again. So it's like. You can't mercilessly beat your dog, but if your dog chews up something that's worth $100, you could smack his fucking ass. In my opinion, you can be like, a firm one.
Agreed.
You know, because it makes sense because dogs don't have, like, if you're flailing limbs at a dog, they're like, what the fuck is it? What is this? Because they only know mouths and, like, biting and stuff. So, but, I mean, if you got to smack your dog on the ass, you know, you got to do it quietly in your own home. Fucking good. But only, you can't take your day out on it. But I do, even at the dog park, dude, the dog Jackson I have now, his big thing is latching onto dogs' necks, like on the fur. They'll yelp. So the lady was like, get him off. So I was trying to get him today. I was trying to get him off, and finally I grabbed him,
dude,
and gave him a full, like, get the fuck over here. And he jerked with me, and people are just like, dude, it's like, he's fucking fine.
You are the worst person ever at a dog park.
People hate me. People hate me.
I would fucking, if I have this nice sweet dog,
dude, and
some vagabond shows up with a pit bull and he's biting him the fuck out of my dog, and you're like, that's what dogs do. I'd be like, no, get the fuck out of here.
Well, I'm sitting here like, just let your dog respond, and that's the thing. If their dog, as soon as the dog goes like, it makes a motion towards him, he's like, all right, I can't do that. But it's like they get like, or like, they'll have these real timid dogs, and the dog's like tail between its legs, and they're like, get your dogs. It's like, dude, this is like a fucking 100-pound Great Dane. It's like, let your dog assert itself, and then learn, like, oh, I'm bigger than these dogs. They're also all dogs.
Someone's going to crush you one day.
They can't, dude.
Someone's going to be like, dude, you watched one episode of Caesar Milan. Get your fucking pair hips the fuck out.
I would literally...
Attack,
dude,
Jax!
The other day, it was so funny because my dog was like totally biting someone else's dog. The dog was like a 120-pound dog, and this guy's like, oh, get it out of here. And he's like, all this shit. And I'm like, is this even your dog? And he's like, yeah. And then I was like, how old is it? And he was like, I don't know. Some other guy was on the phone. He's like, oh, he's 3 years. And I'm like, this isn't your dog. He's like, well, it's my friend's dog. And I'm like, it's not even your fault. I was ready to fight this guy.
Wait, what were the dogs doing?
My dog was doing that shit.
Your dog was attacking a dog.
But my dog's 40 pounds. It's not attacking. It's playing.
It doesn't matter if it's 40
pounds.
It's
called mouthing. It's mouthing, dude. It's 40 pounds, and it's
a 40-pound ball of muscle and teeth.
And
dude.
it'll hold on. Fuck. It'll hold on to the dog's neck, and the dog goes, meep, and then it gets off. But it's like, that's the way dogs communicate. So I'm like, dude, just chill. To expect human grade behavior from dogs, to me, is insane. No, it's like, let them snarl and snap at each other.
To bring a dog that fucks up all the other dogs at the dog park,
sometimes
it's human behavior. It's you.
I'm not going to not socialize it, dude.
I'm not saying that, but if it continuously is biting other dogs, even if it's playing, you got to be like,
I break it up and I scold it, but there's only one way out of it. It's for it to learn to not do that. So dogs, there's going to be a wake.
There's some other people's dogs that have to pay the price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you understand why people might be like, I have a nice fucking like black lab beagle.
Yep.
If your dog bit my dog,
it's not biting though. It's playing.
If it hurt it while they were playing,
it's not hurting. That's the thing. It's just going. The dog's going like letting it know. The dogs, when dogs fight for real, you know it. That's the thing. I know. So like this dog going like that's the only way a dog can say, oh, chill out. That's too much. Yeah. So you got to let them do their own thing, and you got to let dogs snarl and snap at each other. As it's weird to like if you can't socialize them right. If they don't fully express, like, get the fuck off, that's how they talk. So if you see a dog's teeth, people are like, oh my God, they're about to fight. It's like, no, he's just being, get the fuck off me. That's my argument. It's like, dude, you're intervening too much. You got to chill the fuck out. And your dog's a bitch.
Yes, but you're the tough guy with the tough pit bull beating up the little dogs.
I can't help it, dude. They're not little. These are fucking 100-pound dogs.
Bigger, it's a nicer breed.
No, dude, sometimes these are Great Danes. These are like Rottweilers and shit, and he's just a motherfucker. My dog's a motherfucking asshole,
You seem proud that your dog's fucking
the fact that he is winning, he is pretty strong, and he's flipping them down. I'm like, oh, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, do you understand what I'm saying at all?
I know what you're saying.
All right.
What I'm saying is, like, see me in the fucking park, bro. Dog versus dog. The boy is going to learn, dude.
Dude.
Nobody likes me there, dude. If anyone's somewhat nice to me there, I leave. I'm like, what a great fucking person. They get it, dude. Not every dog's perfect.
Somebody's probably like, hey, what's going on? You're like, I'm pretty much a wolf right now trying to train this dog. He's got to learn how to interact socially with these other. You got to let him express themselves. The guy's like, what a fucking psycho, dude. I was trying to talk about the fucking Phillies. Like, I got this short-haired pit bull coming in. He's fucking coming in. It's like, dude, get out of here.
The worst is when I forget and I have my Akita shirt on and I wear it to the dog park and people are just like, dude, get a fucking grip.
Long hair Akita shirt.
That's what I wore when I picked up my dog.
I know.
Went to the shelter. I showed up in a ponytail and a dog shirt. They're like, dude, beat it. Like, go talk to fucking some grade school about whales or whatever the fuck you got.
Like, this guy's definitely fucking this dog when he gets it. He's gonna come on this dog.
I tried doing hardcore dog talk to some guy today, and he was just like, "Yeah, dude, that's cool." And he kind of like walked away.
It's tough to hear. I just got hit with some dog research talk, and I was just like,
no